Hello everybody, I'm Kanoa with Baja123.com and I am here today with Craig Klein from Rosarito Facebook group. Hi Craig.
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. You know, I wanted to ask you, how long have you been coming down to Rosarito?
I've been coming down since the 80s actually, when I was in the Navy up in San Diego, but I've lived down here since 2004.
You know, everybody knows you from the Facebook group. I think you've gotten to be pretty famous. First of all, I want to say thank you very much because the Facebook group has really added something to our community that we were lacking. It's allowed people to really come together in a way that I don't think we've ever been able to do that before. So it's something that has contributed like in a positive way to our community, and I definitely am grateful for that because anything that we can bring positive to the community is a good thing. So thank you so much.
Well, you're quite welcome. I'm happy to help fill that niche. You know, I've always thought of myself as a collector and a connector. I collect things, money, donations, information, names, and connect it to something that would be better. You know, if somebody needs to meet somebody, I'll introduce them. If somebody needs to be donated something, I'll try to find it. So, a collector and a connector.
What made you start the group?
Well, I was in a few other groups and none of them were actually working the way I wanted to, and I was getting frustrated, and I figured, well, instead of getting them to change their group, I should just start my own group. And so I did that, and it just started with a couple hundred friends, people that I actually knew, you know, real friends that lived here, and it quickly grew into over 1,000. It's now up over 10,000.
I even think 15 I thought I saw.
Closing in on 15.
Okay.
It's over 14.
Impressive, that's it.
So and I don't know everybody anymore. So.
But I think you do a good job almost knowing everybody, so it's amazing.
I try to. I'm always finding new people I'll meet at different events. One year at the Baja Blues Fest, for which I'm a volunteer every August. This year, the 9th, 10th, and 11th, here at the Rosarito Beach Hotel. One year I met about 30 people over the weekend that came up to me and said they knew me through the Facebook group, Rosarito Living, but you know, I hadn't met them in person yet.
So what was the purpose? I mean, originally you started the group, was it just to bring people together? Was it to promote the local businesses?
Mostly for promotion. It started out with purely entertainment. What band was playing at what bar, what festival's coming up, what big event is coming up. It's morphed into more than that. We have missing and lost pets. We've got real estate ads. We've got, of course, happy
everything.
hour.
Anybody, and here's the thing, and I tell our clients, if you need to know anything, or if you want to, if you need help navigating or wanting to know something or where to go, I mean, I use it myself, and I've used it over the last couple of years. Of any time I go in there and I ask a question, there just seems to be a ton of people that come in with some really positive, advice on what to do here.
You get a lot of good answers. With that many people, there's almost always somebody on almost 24 hours a day, usually me, but it seems. But yeah, you'll get an answer to your question. You may not always get all positive answers, but it's good to know everything. So.
Well, that's one thing I think is people don't realize how much work this actually to manage that group is. I do our Facebook and all our social media and everything, and it's a lot of work. And I have a team of people that help us manage this, and I am so impressed to know that you actually do this all by yourself. I mean, so I one of the questions I ask you is, when do you sleep?
Yeah, I'll sleep when I'm dead.
So. Because not only, you're on there managing the group, but you're also, you're going to all these events too. So you're promoting them, and you're getting out and you're showing up at most of them too.
It's a tough job. Somebody's got to do it.
I like to say sometimes, I'm selling the lifestyle, but I'm not always living it. So it's so cool to see somebody like you that actually is out there, that is participating and getting more people to know about the different things that are happening in our area.
There are so many opportunities, whether you're just looking for entertainment or where to eat, or if you want volunteer opportunities, working with animals, working with kids, working with adults, whatever your interest is, you'll find a group that's supporting something down here for that.
What are the rules for the group? If somebody wants to come in, I know you have to approve them to come into the group, right?
Yes, there is an approval, and
Okay.
we approve almost everybody.
Okay.
But the basic rule is just be kind.
Okay.
We try to keep politics out of it from both sides of the border. Any party, just keep politics out of it. Sometimes politics intersects with culture and art, and so we do allow culture and art in there as long as it doesn't get off track. But if you got something to share that everybody would know, that's what I do. I search throughout Facebook all the time. If I see something, I say, I can think of one person who is in Rosarito Living that would want to know it. I put it in there.
Well, before I want to ask you about the town crier, because
Okay.
you're also involved in the town crier. So on top of everything else that you're involved with the town crier, and I believe it's you and Sandy that are running the town crier, right?
Yes, Sandy Adabi and I, we run the Rosarito Town Crier. We took over a little over a year ago after Ann Hines passed away. It was her creation, and she did it for many years, a way to keep the mostly expat community informed of events going around Rosarito, mostly the nonprofit and charity type stuff. We still do that. It's sent out by email, and it's a subscription. You can actually subscribe on the rosaritoliving.com website. There's a subscription button. We do at least 2 issues a week. One is every Monday. We have a nonprofit edition that Sandy does, and she often includes restaurant news in there also, who's opening, who's closing, what's going on. And it's all the upcoming events that are either general events like the Rosarito to Ensenada bike race. That's not really nonprofit, but it affects everybody, so it's included. But all the nonprofits, Friends of the Library, Flying Samaritans, USBC, the spay and neuter programs, the Theater Guild, all the different things going on will be in the Monday edition, the nonprofit edition. I also send out a weekend edition, which has been going out on Thursday, sometimes Friday, which has the stuff for the next 7 days, what's going to be happening, concentrating on the weekend, but also up till the next Wednesday. And most of that information comes from Facebook. Sometimes people send me stuff, which is great. The best way is to just post it in Rosarito Living Facebook group, or submit it to rosaritoliving.com so we can get it on the calendar of events there. But I also just find stuff that people haven't sent me when I'm just out searching, and so I'll grab it and stick it in there.
And I think, one of the things is our city has so much. It's like I've been here for, 15 years now, and I still, like, every week I get told about something I didn't know about. And so one of the benefits of what's happening right now is we're organizing all the information into a place where people can find it. And I think we're being able to bring some of the best kept secrets of Rosarito Beach and share them with people that maybe don't know anybody or are moving down here and haven't met a lot of people yet and haven't really connected with the community. It's such a great way to stay informed and get involved in, like you said, with the charities or the events. Sign up for the Town Crier newsletter, get into the Facebook living group, the Rosarito Living Facebook group, and all the other groups that you have. And I think it'd be a really good way for people to come down here, because you can only stare at the water for so long, right?
Right.
There's so much more than just the beach. Obviously, they're coming down here to get close to the ocean, but Rosarito has so much more to offer. And I think that really what's happening right now is we're bringing all of this together in a place that people can find it and find where they really fit in and go and enjoy the best parts of Rosarito Beach.
Absolutely.
Well, I really appreciate you coming in and talking to us today. I hope you come back and actually give us maybe a monthly update on what's going on. If there, to me, you're almost like an event savant. Whenever I talk to you, you've got everything memorized of everything that's going on and all the different things that are happening in this city, which is just mind-boggling that you can keep up to date on all this. So, I'm sure that people would love to hear you coming in and telling us what the next best thing is that's happening in our area.
Sure. Well, right now the next big thing coming up is St. Patrick's Day. There's events on the 15th, 16th, 17th, all 3 days that weekend. You can find them on rosaritoliving.com or Rosarito Living Facebook group, or just throughout Facebook. Each place pretty much has their own page. Almost everybody down here uses Facebook. So if you're going to move here and you haven't been on Facebook, you might consider getting on if you want to plug into the pulse of what's happening. Some big events throughout the summer. There will be the Rosarito Art Fest. That's usually Memorial Day weekend. Haven't heard the confirmed dates yet, but I would save those dates. The Blues Fest that I talked about is August 8th, 9th, and 10th. The Mariachi Fest is usually the first weekend in October. And then, it's just a bicycle race. We got May 4th, Cinco de Mayo weekend. And then September 23rd, it's held twice a year. So those are good days to avoid the highway or the toll road, the free road.
Yeah.
It gets busy with 5,000-6,000 bicycles.
Yeah, it's a huge event.
So
excellent. Well, thank you very much, and I can't wait for the next time we get to sit down and do this.
sounds good.
All right,
Have a
everybody.
Good day, everybody.
Bye-bye. Hello. We hope you enjoyed our video. And if you're planning on buying real estate in the Rosarito Beach area, please make sure to give us a call. Thank you very much.